The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
The Kid Laroi in the house.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on, mate? You are killing it. You are killing it. 21. Can you believe when you started out, when you started out, your career in music, that at 21 years of age, you'd have the world by the balls like this, mate? I mean, it's been a dream run, no?
Yeah, 100%. It's been fun. It's been fun.
It is funny. We've found ourselves over the last few days, particularly while you've been touring, and obviously you've been in the news and in our neck of the woods, people sort of saying, yeah, like his old stuff was really cool, or his new stuff's really cool. And we're saying, how can a 21-year-old have old stuff?
Yeah.
But honestly, you've got almost, it's been an evolution or a chronology of your career so far, which I guess hasn't been overnight, but it has happened relatively quickly given your age.
Yeah, it's really strange because, like, yeah, it is kind of crazy to think about, like, stuff that I made when I was like 16 is just like out there for people to go listen to forever, I guess.
It's so true though, right? It's like for the mere mortals like us in life, it's like us doing a school assignment in grade 11 and that being thrown to the world 5 years later. It'd be horrifying.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I feel like whatever those 5 years, it's like 5 years, but for me it feels like 20 years because I'm only 21. So
yeah, right.
It's like the way the growth rate between like 16 and blood or something is like 10 years or something.
Do you follow other Australian artists who have become written really good songs at a young age? For example, I'm really following Missy Higgins at the moment, and she won Triple J's Hottest 100, I think, when she was about 16 for All for Believing.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and 20 years later, she's still a massive name. Do you reach out to those type of people who have become famous quite young to see how to handle it, or are you just carving your own path?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'm kind of shy in the sense of like, usually like I kind of like am scared to reach out to people for whatever reason. Like or not scared. I'll just get like shy about it. Just be like, if they want to speak to me, then maybe they'll like speak to me. Like I get really shy about doing it because I'm like, I don't want to like bother anybody or annoy anybody or something. But I'm trying to like break that, recently. I'm trying to, I just started following people on Instagram again.
Yeah, right.
And it's still
because I feel like I'm coming across like a dickhead. Like,
yeah, right.
But like that's not it at all. I kind of like get in my bubble a little bit, and I get really scared to like reach out and talk to other people. So I'm trying to do that, but I have a lot of great people around me, a lot of like great mentors and stuff, which is, I'm really, really lucky.
I always enjoy asking this question to big artists like yourself, like despite your young age. But what has been, you've had so many great experiences, but your greatest sort of, I'd say rock star moment, but the moment where, I don't know if it was a moment in a concert or if it was backstage or something, where something happened to you and you've just gone, oh my God, like this is true rock star stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when I asked that question, what was the your head?
I mean, because it's recently. I mean, the NRL Grand Final. Yeah. But I mean, like the biggest rock star moment, maybe. I feel like we did a show. We did one show and then we went right to the airport and then we hopped on a plane to Korea and then and then got off the plane and then did a show in Korea and then like went on another plane and then, like we basically did like 3 shows in 3 different countries in like 3 days. I think that was pretty like crazy. Like, this is like, or like however many days it was, like land, do the show, take off, land, do the show, like, which is usually you get like a day in between, 2 days or something, or like sometimes we'll do like I know like 2 years ago, this tour routing is like a lot better. We have like days in between and stuff, but like 2 years ago, I think we did like 7 shows in a row or something, or 5 shows in a row, which was like really crazy in like 5 different cities. So I mean, that feels like pretty like.
And you're changing continents. I mean,
that's pretty rock star.
You're literally getting on a plane. You're probably sleeping on the plane, waking up, and then stepping out on stage and seeing this completely like a an audience that speaks a different language on occasion. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy. Back to
Yeah,
back.
100%. Yeah, it was gnarly for sure.
Speaking of rockstar moments, how did you get together with Justin Bieber for Stay? Because that song was massive.
He DM'd me on Instagram about.
Were you following him?
That's awkward.
You know what?
You
quickly.
went straight to message requests?
I think. I mean, I'm probably, if I was following people, I was definitely following him. I'm a big fan. But he just DM'd me about doing a song for his album. And so we kind of did that. And when he said that, I was like, oh, I have to have one to send back to him for my album. Cause I was like, I gotta, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
And so we were kind of looking through and we were trying to decide like what was the one. And I didn't really have a lot of stuff back then that I felt like would really suit him. Cause I was like, this is a big opportunity. So, and then we came across like the Stay demo that had been sitting in the notes for a couple months, and it was like unfinished, but it was like, he'd sound really good on this.
It was so cool that you got young Nash Cowan up on stage a couple of days ago for that gig. The kid that played guitar for Bleed.
Oh yeah,
for your Gold Coast gig.
He's actually a Brisbane guy, so we're actually sending him to your gig tonight. So you're probably going to get it.
No way.
He's probably going to be there again with his family, which is pretty cool. We had him in studio. He played a little bit over the top of Bleed again for us, and that was such a great moment for just for young Brisbane musicians or just kids really that feel like they can connect with you. So well done on that one too.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was fun. That was really cool.
Yeah, so he's there tonight, so he's going to be hitting you up again. So just be ready for it.
You're taking a risk when, I mean,
Yeah,
he was just telling us he yelled out and said, hey, Laroi, let me play this song. He said he saw as soon as you went for your acoustic guitar, he's got to be playing that song. He took a risk and it paid off for him. It meant the world to him.
Oh,
And he was a great kid too.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, good kid.
Yeah, he seemed really nice. He was really good too.
Yeah,
Really
cool.
good too.
Well, mate, enjoy Australia. We'll see you at the Red Room tomorrow, by the way, in Sydney. So we're looking forward to that. But there he is,
Absolutely.
the Kid Laroi. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.